You're stuck, and you think the answer is to push harder or somewhere find some motivation, but those are not the solutions. What's actually keeping you stuck goes much deeper than that. Hey, I'm Coach Boomer, and I help men go from stuck to unstoppable. And I see this all the time. Men who aren't lacking effort, but they're stuck in the same loop. Look, if you're stuck, it's not because you haven't tried to get unstuck. You've thought about it. You've tried to figure it out. Probably even have talked it through. But nothing actually changes. And underneath all of that, you're trying to solve it all by yourself, with no real accountability, no direct action, just spinning. And this is where you might be getting it wrong. Sometimes you'll tell yourself, I just need to push through, or I'll tough it out. But being stuck isn't something you power through. You know, the real answer to that is much quieter. It takes reflection, it takes honesty, and finally action. But where do most guys go next? Straight to motivation. And motivation can help sometimes, but most of the time, it's not the answer. Motivation is external. Action is internal. You can watch all the videos, read all the books, but at some point, you have to move. So what's actually keeping you stuck? I believe it comes down to three things: clarity, structure, and self-trust. First, clarity. If you don't know what you actually want or where you're going, you'll keep building a life maybe you don't even like. You default to what's familiar. Same routine, same patterns, different day. Life keeps moving, but you don't. Second, a structure. Even if you have direction, without structure, nothing sticks. No system, no accountability, and nothing is actually being measured. So when you do make progress, you don't even feel it, and you fall right back into your old patterns. And third, this is a big one, self-trust. You lose self-trust every time you say you're going to do something and don't. And after a while, you stop believing even yourself. That becomes who you think you are. And you don't trust yourself anymore. It doesn't always look obvious. When you lose self-trust, you stop trying new things. You avoid what matters. And your intuition suddenly gets quiet. You start telling yourself, if I don't look at it, it'll fix itself. By the way, that doesn't work. Now here's where this all connects. When you don't have clarity, you don't know what to do. Without structure, you don't follow through. And without follow through, you lose trust in yourself. And the cycle keeps repeating. So what do most men do? Well, most men begin to chase the wrong solution by joining another course, downloading another app, looking for another strategy, anything that keeps them close to the work without actually doing the work. And for being honest, you already know what to do. You're just not doing it. I tell people all the time, if your best friend came to you with this and they were stuck, you certainly would be clear, you'd be direct, and you'd be honest with them. You wouldn't let them stay stuck. So why are you letting yourself off the hook? Being stuck, that's not permanent, but it is a signal. Something needs to change. And it starts with seeing clearly what's going on. Look, before you go to the next video, do me a favor. Do yourself a favor. I want you to do something. Not think about it, not later, today, right now. Write down one area where you're stuck, just one area. Then ask yourself, what do I know I should be doing, but I'm not? Don't overthink it, because you already know. And then take one small step today. Not perfect, not everything, just move. Because that's where this all starts. In the next video, we're going to shift this. Because you don't fix a stuck life, you become the man who doesn't stay stuck.